Hey, World Ventures family, Michael and Katie Catlow here. We wanted to record a very specific video called 500 Presentations to Your Total Freedom. So what we're going to be going over is discussing how to get to our big ranks. So when you look at our most recent income disclosure statement, you'll notice there's different ranks and different average commissions that each person at that rank makes. So our highest rank is called International Marketing Director, and the average international marketing director made $586,000 US. That's approximately $48,000 a month, or $12,000 every Friday if you broke it down that way. Now, of course, that's the average. This takes time, energy, commitment, training, leadership, building teams, the market availability, and so forth. So there's a lot of variables that go in there. So we're going to be doing this video just purely as a hypothetical example. So when we got started, here's what we were told. We were told this is a predictable business. So knowing that the average international marketing director earns $586,000 annually, we were also told that the average IMD has enrolled approximately 100 people personally, and they've done it in a very fast, compressed time frame, 6 months, a year, 2-year time frame. Now, the average closing or enrollment ratio, when you take our best reps mixed with our newest reps, is 6 out of 30, meaning you show 30 people properly a full presentation, and on average, 6 say yes. Some might get a higher enrollment ratio, some might get a lower enrollment ratio. Now, some might look at that and go, that's actually 1 out of 5 or 20%. But remember, it is 6 out of 30, meaning you could show 5 in a row that say no, 10 in a row that say no, 15, 20, 24 in a row that say no. But on average, if you show 30, 6 may say yes. Now, I want to put this disclaimer in there as well. That could mean that you show 48 in a row that all say no, and then statistically, the next 12 may say yes. So remember, this is hypothetical. Your numbers are going to be specific to you and your journey, but just using this as a roadmap. So if you do the math, here's what I was told. The average 500 presentations done properly will lead to 100 enrollments, which will give you some type of big success here in World Ventures. Whether that's International Marketing Director, NMD, RMD, Marketing Director, you're going to have some type of success here. So they said, here's your roadmap. Mike, how fast can you show 500 people and ask, are you ready to get started? And that was simply it. So a big reason that people fail is that they just don't show enough people, or they just don't show enough very fast. So literally I was told, go show 500 people as fast as you possibly can. I was also given another example by a gentleman named Bill Britt. He's a legend in network marketing. He's a multi-millionaire through Amway. And they did an interview with Bill, and at one point they said, Bill, what's the secret to your success? And he said, the first sentence is the most powerful. There is no secret. I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people, 900 said no, and only 300 signed up. Out of those 300, only 85 did something at all. Out of those 85, only 35 were serious, and out of those 35, 11 made me a millionaire. So again, if you do the math, this is just how the industry works. In Bill Britt's example, 1 out of 110 personal presentations to find or lead to a leader. Another example, we were on a webinar with Triple International Marketing Director Matt Morris, and he was running through his numbers. Now, if you look here, this one fascinates me because it says I did approximately 1,000 personal presentations, 720 personal no's, 280 yeses. And out of those 280 that said yes, 237 of them quit. 43 are active, 6 have led to over 1 million customers. So you'll see the bottom line, 720 rejections have led to over 1 million customers. So in Matt Morris's numbers at this time, 1 out of 167 presentations to find or lead to a leader. Now this one really inspires me because I want to be truthful. I have moments of doubt, right? Questions if I'm good enough, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? And when I look at this one and I picture Triple International Marketing Director, multi-millionaire, 2 decades worth of experience in network marketing, over 100 IMDs on his team, when he personally sat with people, he still had 720 people tell him no. And what I visualize is him pulling up in his Ferrari with his Rolex, wads of cash, all the success that he's had, all that confidence in the world, and still 720 people told him no. And then out of those that he personally sponsored with, saying, I will help you with your travel parties, I will do your two-on-ones, I'll be available for your questions, 237 of his 280 personals quit. So it's not if you're doing it right or wrong. If you're doing it right. It's just a numbers game. We must go through the people to find those that you can never predict who it's going to be that are going to be the rock stars. So when I was told that, all Katie and I did was we just said, hey, let's go do it. Let's just follow the roadmap. So in our combined time in World Ventures, we've simply invited 1,832 people to see a presentation. Now, some of those invites were in person, some of them were over the phone, some were through text, some were through social media, some were out and about at the grocery store. So it only takes 3 seconds to send a text message or less than 30 seconds to make the phone call. So it doesn't take that much time to do. So out of those 1,832 invites, 1,151 have completely ignored us, disregarded the message, did not reply to the text message, or just kind of blew us off. Meaning 681 have seen some type of presentation. And personally, I don't really care. Show them a video, show them a slideshow, log them into the website, invite them to a travel party, a big shot, one-on-one over coffee, go to their house, have them come to your house. It honestly does not matter. Just show them some type of presentation. 533 of those 681 have told us no, and actually most of them just said not right now, but we did have some direct no's, not for me. 148 said yes and have enrolled. Now, here's the fascinating thing. That's 22% of our personal presentations. Remember at the beginning, 6 out of 30, 1 out of 5, or 20% when you average it out, because we've gone more than 30 no's in a row, but when you average it out, our enrollments are 22%. Now, here's the fascinating thing. Out of those 148 yeses, 110 of them have quit with us as their personal sponsors. So again, you just got to go through the numbers. Now, those 148 yeses have led to 13,753 total member credits enrolled through those 148. But here's the real kicker. Over 12,000, almost 98% of those memberships have come from only 2 of the 148 yeses, meaning 146 of the 148 people that said yes have basically done nothing from building the business standpoint. And in the reality, 10,632 have come from one introduction. So when we say you are one handshake away from an explosion, you just never know which one of those handshakes it is. When you present this, you've got to be excited. You've got to have vision. You've got to look at that person as if their life can be drastically impacted by this platform, therefore drastically impacting yours. So let's summarize. Bill Britt, network marketing multimillionaire, 1 out of 110 personal presentations to find or lead to a leader. Matt Morris, triple IMD, multimillionaire in our business, 1 out of 167 presentations to find those leaders. Our numbers, 1 out of 341 presentations. So some of you might see that as a bad thing. We were just told, in the words of Jim Rohn, that what you lack in skill, you just make up by showing more people. So for us, we were just driven and focused and like all in on having complete freedom. So it didn't matter if they said yes or no. Of course, those that we were showing, we wanted them to say yes. Otherwise, we wouldn't show them. But we were not going to take their opinion to live the rest of our life based on their opinion. We just went after it. So if you're not having the success from a number of people saying yes that you think you should, just show more people. So you can do this. Invite and show more people a presentation. For those that join as members, get them on a dream trip. And for those that join as reps, you got to get them into our training system. So to close this out, here are some of the most powerful statements that we heard and that we've learned. And at first we thought they were kind of cliche, but this is the magic of our business. It is a numbers game, meaning show more people. Some will, some won't. So what? Your job is just to show another person. We are only looking for those that are looking for us. It's impossible to say the wrong thing to the right person, and it's impossible to say the right thing to the wrong person. Here's a real kicker. Those you think will do this, they might, but they also very well may not. And those you think won't do this, they may not, but they also may be the ones that do it big. So he or she who shows the most people the fastest with excitement and vision and asking them to get started, you're going to win really, really big. So the goal, show more people, show more people, show more people. So team, let's get out there and let's go bless more people with this platform, and we'll see you all at the top.